Hello there, I'm Adam Snard, and this is my audio turn project. It's a little tape deck interface. Let's just go ahead and get started. First thing we'll do is, wasn't clicked into the page. First thing we'll do is run the file. There we go. It's going to prompt us to put in an input file. So I'm going to go ahead and put in one that's in my folder. Note that it is a WAV file. It only works with WAV files, and it's got to be like in the folder you're operating from. So this one's in my turn project folder. Go ahead and hit enter, and the next thing we'll see is this TK-enter box, which will pop up right here. Tape machine. Let's look at the helpful information, kind of give us a gist of what's going on. To play and pause or rewind the track, you just click inside the box. To edit them, you're going to click inside of the box that has like editable information, which are displayed as integers. And then you use the left and right arrow keys to change them. And then to save those changes, you can just click in the save box. All right, this looks pretty cool. It's telling us some good information. Let's just go ahead and hit space and go to the interface. So here's our interface. Here's our rudimentary little tape deck. Here's our song that we're playing. So this is just like the name of the WAV file. Here's the median BPM. So this is like a really good estimator of what the actual BPM of the track is. And then these tapes are going to spin at that BPM. So like how a tape deck would spin faster for a faster song or slower for a slower song. These will react as such. And then this is just a time display of where we are in the song. Here's the things that were previously mentioned on the help page. We got play, pause, rewind, pitch, tape gain, and you can save your file. So let's just go ahead and get started. To play the file, you click play. Pretty lush. It's a pretty nice sample. So it's playing. If we pause it, it'll pause it. Play it, it'll play it from where it was before, etc. If we want to just go back to the beginning, it'll reset our tape deck and the time, and we can just play it again. So this is like, good for listening or whatever. Get some extra information, pretty nice. But if you want to make some edits, that's definitely also a possibility. So let's get right to it. Pitch, click inside the box, and then let's say I want to pitch this one up a little bit. So pitch it up and play. You can notice that like all of the frequencies are a little bit higher. Do it again. It's higher. I'll do it one more time. Hey, it's higher. So you can mess around with that. It's pretty fun. You can make some pretty crazy sounding stuff. Just a note, you can also pitch down as well. So I'll show that. Let's do that a couple more times as well. So that sounds pretty nuts. Let's just go ahead and restart it again. We'll play it now. I'll show you this tape gain. So what the tape gain really is, I'll pause it to talk. The tape gain is like not really like a volume. Like the more you increase it, it's like your input volume. So the more you increase it, you kind of like introduce like some noise and like some harmonic distortion. And then when you decrease it, it kind of operates more similarly to a volume. So let's hear how that sounds. Let's go ahead and increase our tape gain, clicking in and then clicking on our right arrow. You'll notice it's just like a little bit louder. And it just gets louder until it gets kind of crunchier, as you'll hear. And then it'll start kind of getting distorted when we get up to these higher ones. So there you go, some pretty weird distortion. Here's on the maximum setting. Pretty crazy sounding. You can also do these together if you really just want to get like nuts. So you can just make some like pretty ridiculous noise, which is pretty fun. But I'm honestly like this sounds pretty cool. Maybe not specifically this one, but let's say you're like really into some weird industrial, and what I was just playing is like the coolest thing you've ever heard. Yeah, that. Let's just go ahead and save the file. What if you want to listen to that, or maybe use it for, I don't know, making a video or something? It could be pretty good for like a soundtrack. I don't really know. So it'll prompt us over here. What do you want to call the new file? Same format as before. We'll call this like spice edit .wave. Go ahead and hit enter in the console. It'll load for a second. You can also like do this while it's playing. Just a note. We'll also like just restart it because that sounds a lot better. So that's playing. Let's go ahead on into our files, and we'll go into our term project folder. Sorry, I got a ton of stuff in here, and here you'll see Spice Edit, which is what we named our thing. I'm just opening this in Groove Music just to show that it works, and boom, there it is, our insanely distorted and messed up audio file. It's non-destructive, so like the original one will sound exactly the same. Yeah, I'll just play you the original one just to show that it's non-destructive. Alright, so we've pretty much reached the end of this this whole demo here. I'll just show one last thing, which is when you're playing the song, the same one from before. Let's say like your window, you just want to close the window. If you do that, it'll pause the song, and that's how you exit out of the file. So that's that. I hope this has been good. Thanks for grading my project. Have a good one.